Okay, in this section of the video now, I'm going to explain how we can use rollover on our Edge account. Um, in my last video, where I explained how I use streaming to manage my uh, edging account. Many people get back to me that the calculator, the way I use it, is not clear to them. So I'm going to revisit that aspect, but the opportunity must come before I can do the video. So today, we are going to use rollover. What is rollover? Rollover is a method by which you are going to eliminate the edge account by using already made profit to dissolve the edging asset. I'm going to display, I don't know how to explain it more than that, but I'm going to show us how we can do that. We have two methods to use. We have what you call last in, first out, which is called LIFO method, and we have first in, first out, which you call FIFO. But I will not be able to elaborate it much, but I'm going to just give example when I'm doing uh, my rollover. We are going to deal with two accounts tonight because I have two accounts that's already edge, and I'm going to show us everything. There's nothing that I'm going to hide away from us. Like I show in the in the previous video, part of the intro before we move here. This account is running my Edging EA, which we call Edging Pro X version. And this Edging Pro X version has been running since February until May. We are already in June. Today is June 3rd, okay? So, and this is what it has done. This account is a live account, it's not a demo account because I don't really believe in demo. I'm the kind of a person that I don't let any of my followers use demo. Rather, we use sent account, which is still a live account. So at least you have the psychology of trading live money and you will take caution in what you are learning. Okay, so we are going to, first of all, work on this account. And if you look at what we're going to deal with, we're going to deal with Euro JPY. You can see Euro JPY edge, and you can see Euro JPY edge, sorry, it edged on the 29th of April. It's a very long time. And that is good thing about edging. You don't need to rush anything. You don't need to rush any process. You can imagine this account has edged almost a month ago, over a month ago. I just have time to attend to it. That's why I love edging. That's why I don't do stop loss. Because when I tell people that I don't use stop loss, it looks as if I'm crazy because that is what everybody is teaching, you know. So now let's go there so that I don't waste too much time. So now I'm going to sort the asset. This is a, if we look at here, we see USD Japanese yen, which is the one that we want to work on. And you can see, like I showed in the previous screen, this is a 0.07 by 0.04 sell. How do we get here? If you look at here, we have 0.01 sell, 0.01 sell, 0.01 sell, because I normally do what we call dollar cost averaging. That's what my EA use. So now this is a 1, 2, 3. This is 0.03 sell, and we have another 0.4 on top. So 0.0 plus 0.4, that is about plus or minus 0.07 sell, and we have 0.07 buy. It's like I made a mistake somewhere here because this account don't supposed to be here. This buy USD Japanese yen don't supposed to be anywhere here. The reason is that if you look at buy now, if you had this 0.01 to 0.07, that means it's 0.08. So if you are doing 0.08 against 0.07, that means sell aspect is open for loss. So both side must be 0.07. So I don't know, maybe, let me see. You can see If you look at what we are seeing on the screen now, it said place manually. So it's like I mistakenly placed this trade manually because it doesn't supposed to be manual. And I placed this one by, you see, this one is placed by expert advisor, which is the normal trade, and this one should be manually again. That means something is wrong when I'm adjusting this. But to me, I don't scare of anything because I know what I'm doing and I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. So now what are we going to do? The first thing is to check when did edging happen. The edging happened in uh, April 29. So we need to come to our history and look for history. We check the dates, May, April 29. Then we move this to future. It can be anywhere because, rollover, do that, move it to future. Then that is what we are going to use to start doing the rollover. Why are we doing that? If you look at what we have made in the all account statement, is the income that we have generated in the all account is about $453. But we are not going to roll over all these profits for this event. We are not going to do that. We are not going to do that. We just need the date when the edge happened. You see, we need the date where the edge happened. That is what we need. So let me go back there. So the edge happened on 29th of April. So this is the record. This is the profit we are going to be rolling over, and we don't need to roll it over everything at once. See, so we have $44. That is what we are going to roll over for this account. And how do we do that? That is what we are going to do now. So let me bring out my calculator. See, when you are trading, you just need to be calm. You don't need to be, hustling. Everything is fine. So we have $44.05. That is what we want to roll over now. $44.05. Okay. Now, let's see how we are going to start this rollover. We come back here. Then we come to USD Japanese yen. We have 44. Maximum we can roll out from this account is $44. And we have this. Okay. So what we are going to do now is 0.07. We're going to divide it with what we see here. So we have, let's say 141 divided by 0.07. That's divided by 7. Sorry. 141 divided by 7. That is $20. That means if we want to close one lot from here, now we are going to close it at $20. Okay? $20. And remember that we have one that we open here by mistake. So we're going to deal with all of them together now. So $20 plus $8 plus $8. That is the two of them now equals to $28. So now I'm going to close this. I'm going to partial close this, which is I'm going to close 0.01 here. Okay, now if you look at what is happening here now, we have six slots, and if you look at what happened at the sell side, we have 7. We can't have it like that. So what we're going to do again now is on this, let's see. We need to remember that we have closed 28.14. You have to have a book beside you. You are writing it down. So out of $40, out of $44, we can maximum we can close. So now we have 55. Let's say we have 55 here on the sell leg, divided by 4. So 13. So if we add 13.75 to what we have already closed, so now here now we're going to partially close 1 0.01 again. So we close it. Good. That means if you look at sell side, we have 1, 2, 3, which is 1, 2, 3, and plus 3, making 6. And you look at the buy side, we have 0.06. So now we have done rollover. This is what we call rollover in hedging trading strategy. So now if we come back to here, we still left with $3. This $3, we are going to keep it for another time. We are going to do rollover. So remember that as we have done the rollover, now we are reducing the edge bit by bit. Meanwhile, the robot is still trading for profits that we are going to use again for rollover. This allow me not to, how will I put it? This allow me not to use stop loss because I don't trade with stop loss. Because on this method, with what I did now, by end of month of June, I can still have my 3%, 4%, 5% in the market. And this is the way I've been trading for a very long time. So to cut the long story short, we have finished rollover on this account. The second account is what we're going to deal with now. Good. This is the second account, and if we come here, the account is trading by this Hedging Pro TZ4 because this is the latest robot that we just released. So also in month of May, it gave us 6%, and already in June we are sitting on 1.22 in June. But this 1.22 is what we are going to use for rollover. Now we are going to use it for rollover. There's no any other means we can clear this than to do the rollover. And remember, the robot is still trading, and the rollover will be taking place on pounds USD. You can see it's pounds USD we have in here. Is the one that hedge. If you look at it on the sell side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This one we can't count it because the robot is trading another chart, because when the robot edge, you open another chart of the same asset to trade it, so that one will be giving you extra money for you to do your rollover, so that you won't have it as a stop loss. And if you look at expert advisor ID is 2, and if you look at expert advisor on this, it should be 1, I think. It's 2. It's 2 also. That means we make one mistake here already, because if expert advisor is 2 here, is 2 here, and this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That means we are going to consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as edging. So this side, this buy, we must remove 0.01 lots first before we even start doing anything. Good. Now we have, if you look at it now, we have 6, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I'm the one making mistake here. Let me see which robots plays this, because robots will give us ID. This is 1. This is 2. This is 2. Oh, 1, 1, 1. That means I'm the one that made a robot mistake. That's why we need to be very careful when we are doing a rollover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one is 7 before we close one lot size out of it. So then it's fine. We are still secured. Okay. So now, how are we going to do the rollover? We are going to come to our history like we did in the other side. We want to know when the rollover the market edge. The market edge here on the 24th of May. 24th of May. That is when market edge. So we are going to take our history back to 24th of May. May 24th. May 24. Then we take this one to future. Then we close it. So we have $53 to roll over. So let's keep $53 somewhere. That is what we have to roll over this account, okay? So that's what we have to roll over this account. So now let's come and check something here. Look at here, we have +8. So if we look at, remember that we can't close these two. This two is from another robot expert 2. We want to deal with expert 1, that edge. Okay, so we have to, that's why we have to be cautious when we are doing rollover. We just need to be cautious. Now, let's say we want to do first in, first out. That means the first trade, we go out first and we use the first trade. That's what we call first in, first out, which is the first trade. The first trade is on the, according to this record now, is on the 13th of May. Okay? And this is, if you look at this on the 24th here, it's not the first trade anymore. This is just last trade, which is LIFO, L-I-F-O. So it depends on how convenient with you. Because I understand the system, this is what I've been using for a couple of decades. So I'm used to it. So now let's do this. We have 53 to take out from this. 53 to take out from this. So if we say if we close, you see, first in, first out, which is these two, three. I mean, these two trade is our first in, first out. If we add them together, which is 23, let's say 24 times 2. Let's just approximate it. 24 times 2, that's 48. Okay? And luckily for us, if you look at the other side, it has a positive result. It has positive result. So what we can do now is to close this to trade, which is a first in, first out. We close this. Okay. First in, first out has already been closed at negative. If we come to our history now, we will see that it has been reduced to $5. It has been reduced to $5. Okay. So now we have here, which is we have expert 1, expert 1, expert 1, expert 1, expert 1, expert 1, expert 2, expert 2, expert manually placed. Okay, that means we have expert 2, expert 2. From here is expert, is where the robot expert 1 trade, because it's expert 1 trade that edge, not expert 2. So this now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is expert 1, 1, expert 1, 2, expert 1, 3, expert 1, 4, expert 1, 5, and this. So now we have 5 sell, we must have 5 buy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to close this entirely. We're going to close it entirely. When we check our, because we must make sure that this place doesn't come to 0. It must not come to 0. We don't want to use all our profits when the market edge to do the rollover. We don't want to do that. We still want to be keeping profit along the way. So that strategy must sink in our head. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? We have 0.05 left now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to open 5, 0.05, and we buy to lock it up. So now we have locked it up again. Oh, 0.05. I put it on the wrong account. Sorry. It's supposed to be on pounds USD. So it's part of it. So we are going to use 0.05, 0.05, and we are going to buy. So now, if you look at it now, we have pi, leg, which is 5, and we must have sell leg must be 5 as well, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 2 belongs to robot 2. Robot 2. So we don't have any issue with this because we are using this robot 2 to generate extra income for on pounds when we are using the chart 1, which already edge to we are using expert number 2 on pounds USD to do rollover on expert number 1. Though we didn't use all the profit, we not only the profit from expert number 2 that we are using now, we are using all the profit that comes in after the account edge. So we have completed the rollover, and we still make sure that we maintain some little profit here. If you use everything, it's fine. There's no problem. But the only thing is the current month now is going to suffer some loss during that time. Remember that we are using, we're supposed to do the edge rollover in May, but we didn't do it. We came to do it in June. Maybe in June, in May, if we do the rollover in June, our profit will not sit on 6.1 again. Maybe it will have come to like 4.0 or 3.5 for the whole month, which is okay for me. Like I said, my target is between 2.5 to 10% every month. So there's some month that I don't have edging. There's some months that I don't have edging for. I will trade for 3, 4, 5 months. There won't be any edging. I will recoup a lot of money in the market. So it does happen. So like now, what we did now is going to have effect on the month of June, because if this chart updated itself, it's most likely we have negative value here, which maybe after a week or 2, we start making profits on this account. So this is how we do rollover in edging. And to me, as an experienced trader for decades, I understand that this is better for me than to be using stop loss. And I don't panic when I'm trading. I may decide not to check my account for 6 months if I like. I may decide not to check it for weeks if I like. All I know is the worst scenario that will come if markets misbehave is to edge my account at a particular drawdown, which I've capped my risk on. And when I say my risk, that means that risk I'm still going to manage it like I'm managing it now. But if you put stop loss, that means this all float will have gone out of your account. All the profit I made, I keep it. I don't want it to go. So I would rather take my time, maybe once in a week, once in 2 weeks, to do what you call rollover or to do trimming. So maybe next time I'm going to explain trimming again, because trimming require what you call trimming calculator. I think I have it here. Let me see where I have. This is trimming calculator. You can see it on the charts now, so that when we want to trim, we trim. Trimming calculator doesn't require rollover. So I use rollover and I use trimming both together to manage my edging strategy. And this gives me comfort. How will I put it? I'm very, very comfortable to trade like this, because since I've been trading like this, I've never blown my account. I've never have a month where I have negative return. By end of June, I'm still going to give us this account. I will sit on 2 or 3% on this account, despite the fact that I did rollover on it. So, guys, this is where I'm going to end the video tonight. I will still come anytime I want to do the rollover. I will still keep on shooting the video so that people following me will understand how rollover is being done perfectly. Because major things make us blow account. Two major things. Number one is over leverage of your account. Number two, if you lack skill to manage your trade management, if you lack it, like what we did, I did now, if you lack it, then it's going to be a problem. Number four, the money management skill. If you don't know what money management is, how you can see, if you look at all these trades, all of them sit on 0.01. That's the maximum lot size I'm using. And if I still come back here, this history, if I say all the history, you will see that I'm still sitting on good profit of my account. You see, this is $74 of this account. And the account is, if I look at the deposits, I think I did a deposit this night again. The major, yeah, today, this deposits today. Let's add these two together. That's two together. That is 1137 plus 542. This is 1,674. Okay, 1,674, 1,674. So if you look at the profit that I can start on now, you come down here because I can do there's nothing to hide for anybody. So 74.74 multiplied by 100 is giving me this, divided by the total investment, which is 1,674. That means the account is sitting on 4.4%, 4.46% per month because of the rollover I did. So that's what the account sat on. So if I said my minimum target for the month is 2.5, now I sit on 4.4. So I still have extra on my minimum target in a month. And for some of us that we don't understand the importance of 2. You see, some people will say 2.5. For how long will I do? Yes, it's for how long for people who doesn't understand how investment work. Let me quickly add some value to this video for us so that we get some. Let me see. How would I put it? Compound. Okay, compound calculator. Okay, good. Forex is not for quick fix. I normally tell all my followers like that. So let's say this investment I did now is $1,674, and I'm doing 2% every month, and I do 2% for 1 year. So 2% monthly, and I did 1 year, and if I calculate what would be my return on investment, my return on investment should be $449, okay, because it's a short time. Now let's now look at 2% of somebody trading $50,000. So for 2% for 1 year, 2% every month for 1 year, look at it. So we have $13,000 profit per annum. Now let's now look at somebody trading $100,000 and 2% per month for 1 year. This person sat on $26,000 profit. So what's the major problem of retail trader is that we don't have capital to trade this market. So the little capital we have, we want to put force on that capital, and that is why broker will always grow faster, making a lot of money from retail traders, because retail traders, they don't understand the concept of investment. They come to the market to come and double their account. I don't do that. I don't do that. I have accounts that since 2022, the account sat on, I think around 17% now. Let me check if I can quickly get the accounts running. If you look, this is the account. If you look at this account, I started trading this account in October 2022. And as at today, we are sitting, the account is sitting on 117.02% return over investment. Okay. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. 117, less than 2 years. Okay, let's say, let me just say I put, how much did I put on this account? I forgot. But let's say it's $2,000. And I already have 117. How will I calculate this? 117%. Okay, we can use calculator for this. It's not a big deal. So let's say $2,000 multiplied by 117%. That is $2,340. You see. Now let's do this. 117 divided by 18, because it's 18-month account now. 1 year, 6 months. That means every month this account does with what we saw there is doing 6.5. This is my old robot because I've stopped using this robot. And let me say I try to run this account for 5 years. 5 years. This is what I'm going to come from with $2,000. This is what I'm going to come out after 5 years. I'm going to be $85,000 rich. Because the reason why I normally tell my followers all this is all those things that you see on Facebook, on Instagram, or wherever, all those influencer that's claiming trading, this is not what they are doing. Trading needs calculation, need planning, need focus, need time for it to grow and make you comfortable financially. And that's why many of us who have small capital are struggling. Or if you don't, if you want to push higher, you go and do prop firm, because if you can pass a few prop firm with about $50,000 funded account or $100,000 funded account, that can quickly push you. But you can't come to forex market with $1,000, $500, even with $5,000 and misbehave. Broker will take this money from you. And that is why many of us that were retail traders think forex is a scam. Forex is not a scam. It's only we don't use proper approach. And what is the approach? Make sure you keep your capital safe. Learn how to manage trade, which we call trade management. Don't expose your capital to market anyhow. That is what we call money management. Some people put $2,000 in their account and they are trading 0.5, 0.1. That is high risk. That is high risk. I'm going to pause my video here till I come back again. Then if you have any question or whatever, just drop your comment below the video. I will attend to it. My robot is available for anybody who have interest. Just contacted me if you want to do that. Thank you very much. Bye.